Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday here in the States. Alucard, Dark USA, STB. Good to see Singletown, Metal Gear, we're on 100%. The Kingdom, Bush, that's a great album. X-Mass gets it right again. Good to see everybody. Yeah, I would agree with that. The last three albums from Bush have kicked ass. Maybe because he got rid of that gal that he was married to. Who knows? Who knows? Gwen Stefani. And she's, she still looks pretty decent for her age. She's, I think, 57. But, good luck for Blake Shelton taking on her. She's simping. He's simping. I have not seen that yet, but I'll check it out. Singletown. Conduct in the chat. Good to see you. Guys, I was thinking about this. I lifted this morning, went to the sauna. I just rode my bike 2 hours later, an 8 mile up the hill. Great day. Enjoying life. And I was thinking on my ride, greetings from Tord, Norway. Good to see you, brother. Been a while. And I was thinking this whole time, and I've been listening to a lot of Schopenhauer, Nietzsche, Freud, and I've kind of looked at animal videos and, wildlife stuff. And it just goes to fact. Man has tried to convince other men that relationships are more than biology, There's more to it because we're emotional. We have mental capacity to think and to explore relationships. And the more I think about it, man and woman are so different and always will be different that really the only purpose of any of this is reproduction. That is it. It's all biology. Everything that a man seeks, whether he's conscious of it or not, and a woman seeks, most of their decisions are unconscious. They don't even know why they make the decisions because it's programmed DNA. We are biological creatures. We are animals with the capacity to think. Most of us don't think. We are here to reproduce. Simple as that, biology. And along the way, we might have some ideas with art, charting the skies, writing books, exploring the intellect. But at the end of the day, we're here to split more single cell amoebas where it happens. Schopenhauer, he's definitely good. He gets kind of dark, but he definitely talks a lot of solid philosophy. Dwayne Koister, good to have you, brother. Glad you are here. I lost everything for woman after my last relationship. It's because we thought there was more to this biology, that we could create a beautiful union between man and woman. And as I get older, I realize it's not possible. It might be possible for 2 weeks, 6 weeks. Hold frame. Understand female nature. In the end, most relationships expire. Even my parents, I look at them, been married since 1968, 69. They struggle. There's still an unconscious power struggle with my mother. I know. But they're 80 years old. What are they going to do? John Markel, good to see you. Glad you are here, brother. Relationships are cooked, and Simps and 304 has created this atmosphere. It's a much different world than it was 100 years ago, that's for sure. We are tied to our testosterone, 100%, man. What does Schopenhauer say? I got something here I wanted to read to you guys. He can be a bit of a doomer, but I think it's accurate that sex and hunger are primary to everything else. We are biological organisms with an unconscious drive to survive as an individual, avoid death by escaping danger, and consuming food to sustain ourselves and to survive as a species, passing on our genes, reproduction. This is something that is seen in all life, from insects to plants to bacteria. Nothing more, nothing less. Biology. June is Men's Mental Health Month. Damn right it is. Jedi, good to see you. Absolutely. We're a completely different chemical or hormonal cocktail for reproduction, and that's it. I'd rather enjoy my solitude. I'm seeing more and more guys deciding that solitude is great. The Mighty Mysterio from Winnipeg. makes an entrance. Hey, Rad, power struggles are here to stay. Always will be. Yeah. I mean, they created a huge industry based on helping men and women understand each other, and they don't. Therapy. The reality is this: men unconsciously, all we want are fertile, attractive women to smash and extend our biological bloodline. That's it. There is an inherent program within every human being to continue the human species. Just like insects and animals and lions. They don't go around, writing poems to the lioness. No, he's going to eat the cubs of the other lion that he killed, and then he's going to screw the lioness so that his posterity takes over. He ain't into coffee dates. He's smashing and dashing. He didn't even let the lioness have an orgasm. He's in and out, just like a bull, just like bees, just like what's that one praying mantis that bites the head off of the male injector of whatever they have. Do they call it sperm in some of these insects? I'm going to say so. Alone with testosterone, says Metal. Attaboy. STB says he's a monk cell. There you go. When all the laws regarding men and women are made by women and simps, yeah, there's no chance. The fish got nukes. I like that handle. You're right, man. So we have peace, they have silence. And silence is not, they don't have silence. Silence is priceless. Remember, a woman's attention, her currency is the attention that she gets. The modern day woman. Dark says, looking back at the social connections with females in the past years, technology really screwed up relationships in general, but that's life. You live and you learn, plain and simple. Absolutely. However, relationships are always doomed if you think about it. Just based on the biology. People dealt with patience and dealing with long suffering, like our grandparents. They were married forever because that's what they did, even though they didn't like each other. Riggs in the house, good to see you. Betty, good to see you. Relationship is a burden on man's soul. No wonder only single men were able to achieve greatness, or those who lived away from the house. Yeah, would absolutely agree. Watch a feminist hold a newborn and all of a sudden they want kids. And don't forget, female insects prey and kill their mates, particularly the mantis. Yes, the flying mantis, the praying mantis. Jerome Markel, prehistoric biology is now wrong. Although biology will always win, too many are Skittles and eggplants. So I try to tell my sons this, that everything in life is based on biology. We want men, masculine men, the masculine race wants to leave a mark. We want to put a dent in the universe, is what Richard Cooper says. But we also want to leave our bloodline. We don't want to leave without leaving something. We want to produce. We want to create fire. We want to create the wheel. We want to create stone structures. And women just want to be protected and provided for. Simple as that. Was Einstein single? I'm not sure, brother. Great question. I think he was married. Billy the Goat in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Billy the Goat. He's been around for a while. So let's see what we got here. I wanted to read something else. Biology and reality always wins. Couldn't agree more. He also called him Schopenhauer is quite interesting. He said that he basically said that men wanted to achieve things in life and that women were more or less 5-year-olds, children, that they couldn't process a lot of things. Now, 98% of women are not recommended in Rad's world. 1 to 2%, there are decent women, but they're also women. They have the biology of prehistoric cave women. We have the biology of prehistoric cave men. It's really that simple. I slowly start to believe that marriage and relationships are near to be obsolete and non-existent. They barely last 5 or 10 years as it used to be. And people know that. People know that relationships, the majority of marriages end in either a physical divorce or a mental and emotional divorce, where the woman becomes sexless. She has to stay with the guy. She despises him. And it's just, why? Ask yourself this. And I get in discussions with lots of ladies that talk about this. And they're like, you know what? Love is great. You have to work on love. Love, there's no such thing as love. Foundational love for your children, yes. Romantic love is not, there's no such thing as romantic love. That is a goddamn package of dopamine, vasopressin, and serotonin wrapped up in a leather jacket. That's all it is. There's no such thing as love. When those chemicals wear off, that leather jacket is useless. Okay? Loving somebody because you care about them deeply without anything in return is pure love. As for example, your kids, maybe your family, maybe people with their dog, whatever. I believe in that kind of love. But this garbage of romantic love has not worked, and it'll never work. Sorry, ladies. Call it something else. It's lust. Who cares? Let's just call it lust. If society was dependent on female prowess and ingenuity, we would still be hunting with spears. Correct. Singletown, last 2 relationships lasted 3 years. Jedi says it's all transactional. 100%. It's all a transaction. We've talked about that. That's talked about in this community for years. They want something. We want something in return. Transactional. Let's not hide it. I don't like the fact that relationships are transactional. They are. We want the pie. You want to get in our wallet. After my last short relationship with a girl in 23, it was the last straw for me. Good or bad, women in general are unpredictable and unstable due to their daily emotional roller coaster biology. Ooh, it's pure gold right there, Dark. 100%. So if a man is less emotional than a woman, how will they ever have some sort of congruency? Hence, the woman has to go and hang out with her friends on coffee shops and wine dates. The man has to go to his man cave. Still, they're in a relationship and they still have to separate. Singletown, women don't want to work on anything, let alone a relationship. Most don't. It's a little, you know what? Yeah. Because the programming said men and women can be great, raise families, and have wonderful lives together. I believe that. A lot of these men in here have believed that too. Some might say it's a straitjacket instead of leather. Oh, I like that, Billy the Goat. Check out Billy the Goat's channel. He's got some great stuff. Why is it she knows what a man is supposed to do biologically and physically, yet when you ask her what she's supposed to do, crickets? Well, women... The majority of women don't know what they want. They say they want nice guys. They don't. Time and time again, romantic, almost violent novels are the best sellers. Why do women love true crime, where the woman gets deleted by the boyfriend? Why do they like that? Lifetime made a huge TV channel based on that. And their head meds. Don't get me started on that one. There's no getting off that emotional roller coaster. Well said. They are fickle every freaking day. And you're right. We're different. Our programming is different. Their programming is different. And yet we continue to have to work with dudes and see guys go through the ringer because they still believe that those little feelings that they feel are valuable. And they want to lock them up in a safe and put her name on it. Which is fine. We all were there. I went through it many times. High school, college, getting married. We all did. And I'm glad I did. So I can realize if I hadn't gone through anything, I'd still be on the same hamster wheel. 100%, John Markel. RB in the chat. Good to see you. My dad, rags to riches story, paid off house and debts, married to my mom for 45. After he passed, she spent it all. I bet she spent it all in 18 months. If it went 24 months, she gets a medal. D-Man in the chat. Good to see you, brother. D-Man's one of my wrenches. Has been around for a long time. Good to see you back in the chat. Mars in the chat. You're right about that. I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong. Say that next time somebody asks you, says you're right, especially a woman. Yeah, I went I haven't posted a lot lately. I haven't done a live stream for this, probably the third week. I was in Nashville a couple weeks ago for work, and Timmy Kramer was asking me when I was going to go. Timmy Kramer in Europe were asking me when I would go live, but didn't have anything to talk about. But I think this is valuable stuff. I know it's kind of reiterating what all of us know, but at the end of the day, next time you're craving a relationship, remember, or a companion, or you feel a little, instance of loneliness, just remember what Schopenhauer said. It's all biology at the end of the day. They like crime shows where the boyfriend deletes the girls because their Stockholm syndrome is coming out. They love the drama, Jean Markel. Of course you spend all the money. That's why they are short-sighted, and I'm unable to be around for more than 5 minutes. 100%. The fish got nukes. If you can find a girl who isn't a 304, then maybe you could turn her into a housewife. 99% are 304s out there. Yep, that's what I say. 98% are not recommended. Hey, Rad, I'm taking a break between chores and enjoying Monk Life. Attaboy. Yeah, I've been watching you in the background at STB. I just put you on when I'm doing my stuff. I like his stuff. He does a Tinder, and check out his channel. Somebody link his channel. Tinder is a cesspool. He highlights these crazy women, which a guy back in the day, Keeping It Keith, used to do that. Yeah, there you go. D-Man, thank you, bro. But that's the reality, man. That is what Schopenhauer says. Let's see. What else does he say? But if you go on and listen to his, there's a lot of videos that highlight Schopenhauer about women, about relationships. He's spot on. Now, the dude was probably a total weird dude, but he looks weird. He also said the beard, he mentioned that the beard, as men love long hair, women love beards. There's something sexual about the beard. I just have a 5 o'clock shadow. I can't deal with that. I got Spurs. Spurs are going to take it. They're too strong. I'm surprised OKC went out. I thought they were going to take it. You're also on Rumble. Attaboy. Worse than children, at least children grow up. Ha! Rad, have you ever just sit and think, wow, so much style has changed and the shit is still cooking? Yeah. Think about, we have lived, I would say, outside of the silent generation, my grandparents, when they got electricity and refrigeration and how that completely revolutionized mortality. We have lived, if you were born in the 60s or 70s or even 80s, you have seen technology. I mean, we used to get a Walkman. I remember rechargeable batteries coming out. I thought that was like the cat's meow. We can recharge it. We don't have to buy them anymore. Now those have gone by the wayside. This might be off topic. The reason why some of these chicks be mad at their spouse because they really want to be with their girlfriends but need a man for 100%. Yeah, sure. And as many have said in this community, you are not her first choice. Most of them are alpha widows. Watch out for the women with beards. I've seen a few with blue hair. Yeah, what happened to the feminine woman? Pognophiles are the best. Attaboy. But no, Schopenhauer talks about the beard. I thought that was interesting. You guys go Google Schopenhauer and his thoughts on beards and what women, and it's literally it's a chick magnet, apparently. Most Danish women don't like beards. That keeps them away from me. There you go. Betty, I've never seen such pessimism among people before. There's no enthusiasm for future. Everyone is saying we are cooked. People were used to be excited about something changed. Something changed even in COVID. The mentality, almost as though people believe that the world ended when the CERN collider, that was looking for the God atom. If you know anything about quantum physics, they were looking at the particle that created the world. Apparently they found it. And when that happened in 2012, the whole world basically went away. The Y-Files talks about it. A little bit of Joe Rogan talks about it. But 2012 is kind of, if you think about it, even in my life, that whole 2012 with the Aztecs and the Maya and the calendar and all that crap, maybe that had something to do with it. 2012 is when they found the CERN particle. Now, a lot of people are saying after COVID or during COVID, time has changed. That literally they believe that there's theory that time has changed from 24 hours a day to 16-hour days. We're just not aware of it. What do you think? I think time's going a lot faster. I'm surprised it's June 1st. The other day it was February. John says he's good. My beard magnetizes lots of pollen dust and food. Not many chicks had randomly attached to me. Some guys can look really good with beards. Some guys can look like stupid. They need to learn grooming. Trog in the chat from Canada. What's up, brother? Got a couple Canadians in the chat. It definitely gets faster. It's a world of wackoness that we live in now. People have asked me over the years, if World War III is going to make it go back. Really? They're going to seek protection and act like, oh, I want to be a submissive woman again. And then once the war is over, they can go back to their 304 days. It doesn't go away. Programming is completely set in stone. A Mohawk with women are afraid of me. Attaboy. Mysterio from Winnipeg. My childhood friend was doomed getting married from meeting his ex-wife from scratch to marriage in month 13. I saw it coming. There you go. I ran into a guy that got married in Vegas. It lasted a year. I'm like, did you think it was going to last any longer? He met her like a month before that and they ran to Vegas and got married. Man, that dude was wearing his emotions in a leather tuxedo. And it ended. But to get older, you need to get wiser. There are men out there that haven't gotten to that age. And I think that comes in your 50s. Late 50s, maybe. The wisdom, the silence that men are known for. As they get older and wise, they don't speak that much. They don't need to. Damn, scientists found the God particle and they destroyed it. Now mofos are getting older, faster, and shit. Yep. They go read about the CERN collider in 2012. Interesting how the collision with the Mayan calendar ending in the world in 2012 at the same time. Coincidence? Maybe. When she has a close friend, she's setting you up for trap. Last one did me dirty. A lesson learned. Don't trust them too soon. If anything, just ignore them. Who's I talking to? A friend of mine is like, man, I'm having trouble with this girl. I go, do everything opposite that you're doing now. Don't call her. Don't text her. Don't be nice to her. I mean, don't be a dick, but don't compliment her. Don't take her out. Just be indifferent. Watch what happens. She either turns around, most of them will, or if she doesn't, she's nuts. Good riddance. Well, and don't get into a relationship. Relationships are... If a man seeks a relationship, he's doomed. The majority. I do have that Mattel Electronics football. Actually, I do have it in my storage unit. That's funny you brought that up. That's funny. Yep, it's got the blips. I still got it, man. I should bring it out. Funny. Thanks, RB. I love being clean cut, says Mysterio. Attaboy. Getting old is a privilege some don't get. Look at the military cemeteries in Europe. Yep. Well said. I don't trust women at all, says STB. Billy the Goat. This talk about time can tie into what you were saying about childishness. By staying childlike, they avert time. There you go. Jesus said, act like a little child. Few Indian gals are offering me money to help them get their PR in Canada. I'm thinking about it. Adam, what's PR? Permanent residency? As long as you don't have to take care of them. Women get less attractive as they get older and more bitter. That's prehistoric biology. Yeah. Well, once their eggs are gone, what use typically outside of cleaning the house or making food do the women have? To men. They become invisible. Women talk about it all the time. In their 50s, they're like, no men approach us anymore. Well, men, they've done multiple studies in multiple countries over 5 decades that men, 90-year-old men to 19-year-old men prefer young women, preferably between 18 and 23. They don't want 40-year-olds. They don't want 50-year-olds. And there's some very beautiful 40s and 50s, and some 60-year-old women are not attractive. They've taken care of themselves. Fucking A, Raquel Welch. Morgan Fairchild, obviously by Hollywood, but still. Jennifer Aniston, almost 50, 58, 59? I think she looks good. Yes, she's aged, but she looks pretty good. Probably because she didn't have kids and her vagina didn't stretch out with kids. But yeah. Other than that, men like younger women. Well said. Rad, only you can say rechargeable batteries and make me laugh. I remember I got that little control. I still have a rechargeable battery for my old school iMac. It takes batteries for the keyboard and the mouse, and I just keep them recharged. Too many Indians. You'll be a great dude with that attitude. Trust very little people. Be careful who you trust. Your own family. I don't trust my brother. Never have. Trust is something that you do not give away because you have bloodlines, because somebody helped you move. I know a guy who broke up with his baby mama. She had 2 kids with the same man before him. Ooh. That sounds like my little brother. It sounds abusive. And she was hot back in the day. Farrah Fawcett, Morgan Fairchild, Charlie's Angel, Cheryl Tiegs. Geez, Claudia Schiffer, Elle McPherson. I don't know if you've seen it, but they've been parading that one chick, Elizabeth Hurley, around lately on the news. She's got a great body, but she's 60 years old. Still has a great body. She's dating Billy Ray Cyrus or something. And they keep putting her on Fox News and Drudge Report and how, oh my gosh, she's just blowing up the internet for her bikini at her age. They're trying to bring women, older women, back in the fold because they know they're not as valuable as they once were. So they're trying to push the value of women. And I think the demographics are there's more women over 40 than under 40. Some bloodlines are meant to be blurred. There you go, Metal Gear. Why is it the guy whose biology and reality consciousness deemed socially as a messiah? I don't know. Great question. Jennifer Connelly, another very attractive brunette. Ooh. She was in that movie with Russell Crowe. That guy that had, he was that mathematician guy that had schizophrenia. That was a great movie. Pam Anderson looked good back in the day. Liz Hurley was so hot. Hugh Grant is, man, that dude's sus. He was always sus. I mean, it's crazy, right? Top Gun 2. Oh, yes. Yes, she looked good in Top Gun 2. And speaking of older broads, I heard through the grapevine, Gayle King wants to interview Kelly again. R. Kelly, interesting. She was out there. Wasn't Gayle King talking about? No, it was somebody else. Vivica Fox. She wants to start a family at age 60. She wants to be married. I mean, you're over. Life is over for you, lady. You ain't having a family. In fact, when I was 8 years ago, I hung out with two chicks, never were married or kids. They went PhD, try to get great in bed, right? Both of them. They had baby rabies. They wanted to get married. They wanted to be my wife so they could take care of my kids. I'm like, they already have a mother. And number two, I ain't getting married. And number three, I ain't living with a woman. And number four, you ain't taking care of my kids. Another throw and it was over. But they have baby rabies. Pam lives about 30 miles from me. And she's going no makeup now. Go figure. The moment a female F's a guy with a guy and brings out his dark side, he will always remember what she did to him. Yeah. I won't be in another room with my ex. No, I have no desire. My kids can call me on the phone. I don't need to talk to her. For what? She was talking about motherhood, wasn't she? What about the Bond girl who is planning to do OF as a retirement? These women are so stupid. And the men, the other problem is the people that pay for it. The men that are providing this women their financial increase. I mean, it's just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting that men are doing this. But eventually OnlyFans will become a cesspool, just like everything else. The nice guy always finishes last, right? Singletown. That's why these females are called chicks. They only come around or back when the nest is built. There you go. This we don't hate women. We understand who we are and the whole dynamics of biology. It's as simple as that. If you want to try to get a relationship, I wish you well. I know reality and what it is. It'll be great for the first month, and then it starts to slowly dismantle itself. And then you're going to have to deal with your fantasy, which, if you think about it, most men are in love with the idea of being in love. They want that. They want the mommy's love. That's okay. But once they know and they can see through the illusion, they'll change. They'll decide differently. Total cesspool, fish. E in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Hope you are well. In the 40s to 60s, I think. There you go. The best way to play is not to play it. Motherhood isn't easy, especially when single motherhood is a cluster. Yep. But all by design, as Hammerhand would say. All by design. CIA, feminism, Planned Parenthood, courts. You know, it's interesting, and how does the family court have any jurisdiction or state, standing? In the U.S., we have two courts, a criminal and a civil, but yet there seems to be a traffic court and a family court, which are pretty much made up. Maybe family court's considered civil. There's no incentive being a nice guy. Well said. Trust will get you suddenly excited with a false alligator and a lifelong reputation. Well said. Know a lot of dudes that have been through that. Trusting a woman, inviting her to move in, and all of a sudden he's kicked out of his own house. Seraphin in the chat. Good to see you. Monk is the way indeed. Seraphin, good to see you. I've had toxic family members who've been through single motherhood and Planned Parenthood. There you go. All I ever wanted was I was promised a house with a white picket fence, 2.5 kids, and a loyal wife. Lies is what they say. Lots of lies. Yeah. Fractional Kids brought to you by Planned Parenthood. Margaret, whoever that gal is. It's funny, all these lives love that Margaret, but she wanted to make the black race extinct. But read about her. Betty says, it's impossible even for a man above 35 to love a woman. Everyone is done. Well, We love differently. And men need to understand what love is. Mysterio, I think that most people in their 30s to 70s could wing it when it came to marriage. Anyone past those decades can't go in blind. Well said, brother. These are the cheat codes to life. People sharing their experiences. But all this knowledge is out there. Freud talked about it. Nietzsche talked about it. Plato talked about it. All you have to do is open the paper and read the statistics. Just go to a family court. Go see all the ads on, man, and when I'm in Vegas or Dallas, I see all those divorce attorney ads on the highway. It's like, duh, it's everywhere. Basically, all of this highlighted Margaret Sanger, that's right. All of this, they just advertise the fact that relationships don't work. Once you get into a relationship with women, your power drains. Just being around them is hard enough. Well said. Yep. She was a wacko. I didn't know that. And well said, don't play a rigged game. Mars, if a couple said that I look like the type to have a white picket fence and a wife, I shake my head. This game or facade called marriage ran around 300 to 400 years, and now it's done. Yeah. Think about back in the day when you were assigned a wife or assigned a husband. Taurus says, does my Santa Cruz still hold up and how many rides? It's right here. Right there in the back. Rode it today, 6,800 miles, 6,525. 6,500 miles I have on it. Yes. Do I average about 20 to 30 miles a week? And I've just replaced the cassette. I've had the shocks rebuilt, obviously tires, brakes, serviced, but the frame's been great. I really don't feel sorry for any of the info out there, and everybody's got a phone. Yeah. Well, men if they get their heart broken or cheated on or left or rejected by a woman, they try to find another one that won't do that. But what they're doing is only extending the last relationship to the new one. Think about it. Think of all the relationships you've been in. Were they really new, or are they just an extension of the previous one? They're an extension of the previous one. You're still looking for your heart in a new one from the past one that got rejected. It's just an extension with a new name and a new hairstyle. You're well said. If you got a phone, there's no excuses. Rad, got tricycle for myself, going to start riding bikes with my sons. Attaboy, good for you. They're going to love that. Favorable odds is what we all should strive for in life, not a perfect life. There's nothing perfect about it, that's for sure. Love is an electrochemical reaction to an external stimuli. Gone with John, 100%. All it is chemicals. And perception mingled with your synapses and neurotransmitters in your brain. How do you think a society continued its old school ways of dating and marriage? By using elders to vet out the best candidates for certain young people. It might have worked, but I think we're too far gone now, Mars. Giving my Onyx mountain bike to my kid, getting a walker. There you go. One Mighty in the chat. Good to see our brother on the East Coast in New York. Relationships are just the extension of this previous one, as Rad prolifically said. That's all it is. That's why men continue to find that one. It's just extending what they came from. And that extension probably comes all the way from high school. My remaining years of life, travel, photography, books, chess, sons, that is all. A few more decades in Rad if I join your boat to Mexico. Well said. Always welcome. Adam says the illusion of wanting to be loved is immensely hinders men. Absolutely. That's what Schopenhauer talked about. And women are so good at what they do. people say women are stupid. No, they're not. They're very clever. They know that their biology, thousands, millions of years, or whenever the first humans were here, it's all programmed in them. Just like when a baby calf is born, goes straight to the mother. It's all programmed. And so men wanting to love women, he's ruined at the onset of just liking a woman. That's what Schopenhauer, that's what Nietzsche, that's what they all talk about. Men want women to satiate their physical affection needs. That's the core for men wanting to be with women. Well said. I have one more question for you, Rad. What are your thoughts on 30-year-old virgin males? Well, there's a lot of them now. They did a study on them. I would say it's sad, but it is also they're protecting themselves in a way, if you think about it. Nashville's great. It's fun. Went to John Bon Jovi's restaurant, had a great salad. A band was playing. There are bands that play that street all day long. Country bands, rockabilly bands, women bands. You'd like it. Great food. Big World in the chat. I'm getting married over here in Vietnam, going to get documents for a U.S. embassy and signing papers. You're marrying that same gal, right? I thought you're going to Australia with her. What people call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed. Rick Sanchez. Couldn't agree more, Alucard. We should play chess someday. I played chess a little back with my dad. I'm not very good, though. Men are stupid who keep falling into the trap, not women. Women use men's intelligence, courage. Well, men have a different way of being. That's all it is. She loves me not. 1700s French game, time changes, biology doesn't. 100% true. If the prospect of physical interaction wasn't on the table, would any guy spend 1 second jumping through hoops for the highness? Don't think so. Well said. Agree with that statement. Females are not stupid only when it comes to men's needs, but when it comes to her needs, she is very cunning. Most are. Not saying all of them are. 1 to 2%. Good for you. Do you think women breaking up with men is programming within? Yes. I think women are very difficult to satisfy. Funeral with a cake. There you go. I think women are, and the moment you do something that is weak in their eyes, whether you lost your job, you can't pay the bills, you shared an emotion, you acted too available. And it's basically, it's tough for a man to continue that. That's why they love these alpha, strong Chad types. And then when they get with them, guess what happens? The guy basically gets simped by 1,000 cuts or cucked by 1,000 cuts. Why do you think your parents had 6 kids? Religion. And my parents have, 6, 9, 18. $22 grandkids. So my dad's family lineage will maintain itself. They are not ignorant. They just understand that they don't have to listen or care about men's needs because there's nothing forcing it. 100%. 100%. Slam in the chat. Good to see you. Take away the attention. Make them try. Look at Fonzie from Fappy Days. That's all he did. Remove your attention. They seek it. They're always testing you, aren't they? Fail once, they move on. 100%. I've had that happen multiple times in my life. And now you look back and go, man, this is where I messed up. I actually told the chick I liked her back in high school. No wonder she left. That was a weakness. They consider that weakness. They don't want you to like them. They want to chase you. They want the mystery. The moment you say you like them, no mystery. Let's go Knicks. Knicks are playing good, man. What, 50 years? I think the Spurs are going to pull it. I think just that Victor is too damn good. But you never know. You never know. I hope it's a close series. You don't want any more. Well said. Wolf in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Scotty Side in Beaverton. What up to you, brother? Scotty just got highlighted by another, a couple weeks ago by another creator. He's been highlighted by a few guys. Check out his channel. Scotty stayed with me, a couple years ago. And we've hung out in Oregon when I've been out there. Good dude. She breaks up with him more than he breaks up with her, which proves how egotistical they truly are. I just think women have a different way of being. Simple as that. You either accept it or you don't. If you don't accept it and you're going to try to fix it, you will constantly be in quicksand and you'll never get out of it. It don't work. I watched a Sanatello 9 video about a real small settlement of people living in the middle of the desert in Utah. Oh, the Peter? Yeah. I think I saw that one too. I like that guy's channel. Thanks for putting Scotty Side up there. No, you got highlighted by some dude. I think he said you're a wrench on his channel. 1973 was the last time New York won a championship. That's what I thought. It's like been 50 years. It'd be cool to see him win. OKC's won a couple of them. Or excuse me, the Spurs have won quite a few. The less you care about them, the more they chase you. That is the absolute 100%. If there is any advice that I would ever give anyone, even my sons, if you like this person, remove your attention. They'll crave it. If you or someone near you gets sick or injured, there seems to be a huge chance that your girlfriend will leave. Yes. When my father was injured, critically injured and paralyzed, yep. I've seen that happen so many times, guys, with wealthy men too. One of my colleagues told me that if prostitution was legal in 1905, the baby boomer would never existed. There's a reason that paid sex work is only in very little areas. Amsterdam, Vegas. It's outlawed. Well, we got a lot of monks in here, which is great. Then my ex left. You know, the issue is what you got to do is you just have to understand that two people in a relationship, there's one that's always going to hold the power. It's as simple as that. And relationships expire. Those dopamine chemicals will run. They wear away. Now they might turn into something a little bit more foundational, but you're going to struggle. Every man knows that. But very few are willing to accept it. Absolutely. Ask Scotty about women pursuing. Women don't want to be pursued. They want the mystery, the challenge of the man. And then when they get him, guess what? Then they bounce. Sports ball is just bread and circus. Ooh, the Romans. The Romans used bread and circus to silence and distract the masses, just like they're doing today. To distract the masses from what files? Wow, who knows? Don't marry a woman like Corey Richards. Yep. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them out there. She is down the street sitting in a concrete box, and she's now been given life without parole. And I look back and I'm like, man, she had 2 kids with this guy, and then she wanted to kill him for his money and run off with whoever she was with. Talk about stupidity. Big world in Vietnam. Brad, what shoes do you skate with? Adidas. I wear skate Adidas shoes. I'm wearing them for a long time. They're built well. Good for my ankles. I think that blank have come out because women ration out their physical affection towards men. Well, they know that men love, we have testosterone. That's at the end of the day, women know we have testosterone. Easy. Testosterone can make us go blind, literally, mentally blind, emotionally blind. It's a powerful drug. Make bad decisions when testosterone is bouncing in our veins. We've all been there. Yeah, I think so, Scotty. I've done Bryce like 4 times. You guys will love it. It's a small little town. It's like Dundee, Oregon. But it's fun. It's great. Easy hikes. Fun hikes. There's not many. I know the whole area. I've taken my boys there. I've been with a couple gals there. I've been with family there. It's fun. I think most men never develop themselves or have a passion. Absolutely. Control your biology. Well, I guess the mystery be gone once those men be whooping their butts and the females will stay. There you go. I wonder why it's the oldest profession. What do you think, Trog? Thanks, Jean Markel. Even if my lady friend and I won't work out, I still have my goals and mission to have a good life. Well said. Oh, Stan Smith's back in the day. I still see him. Classic shoe. Slam says the one you want aren't that what you want. Ones you want aren't something. I think I know what you mean. I'm thinking of borrowing my dad's RV and driving down there. It's a fun road trip. Yeah. Bryce is great, man. And then outside of Bryce, we can go to Billy the Kid's cabin. Outside of Panguitch, about 30 minutes. It's on the way. Testosterone is God's hormone. Ain't that the truth, Seraphim? And many times look back to my days of skating and Pal Peralta VHS skate vids. Some of the best times of my life, no female. Me too. Me too, Mighty and Strong. What achievement without testosterone? 0. Skittles. No testosterone, Skittles. My own dad chose to throw me under a bus just for a new lady he married after mom died. What men will do to sacrifice their life for a woman. That's what we're trying to help men avoid, so that they understand the dynamics between men and women and biology. They're in it for the business, aren't they, Seraphim? Treated me like shit when I was down. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Brian Renard in the chat, brother, during the Great Depression, the 30s, the womb outsold soup and potatoes. They would rather go hungry to get the vag. Interesting. I don't disagree with that at all. That must have been a very dreary, dark time. How many times and for how long do you fast per week? 3 times a week, 20 to 30 hours per fast. Today I finished a 21-hour fast. I went from 4:30 till 1:30. Yesterday till today. The other day I did a 32-hour fast. Depends on when I start. It seems to be quite common, Scotty and Wolf, that the dad gets married. I think that happened to FJT too. And they kind of just, I was never going to do that. My ex did that with my youngest, and he's still upset about it. She chose another beta male over him. Moab, I love Moab. In fact, I was thinking about going there this weekend. One of my favorite places, man. You'll love it. Capitol Reef, Arches is right. Bryce Canyon that we're talking about is terrific. Check out Bryce. Toy machine boards. There you go. Sammy in the chat. Good to see you, brother. You in Nicaragua or Chicago right now? Let's see. Wolf says, I went back to skating out of a genuine like for it. Be cool to have a skate buddy. There you go. A lot of guys skating in their 50s. There's a place, apparently my buddy was telling me on Facebook, skaters over 50. Lots of guys getting back in it. The Vancouver Art Gallery. That's funny. Vag. Hey, how much are tickets to your Vag? Call them up. I would never bring a lady into my world that my son didn't approve of. Well said. DG Park, good to see you. Hope you are well. We're just talking life, man. Biology. Be careful, biology. That's all it is. Biology can get you in trouble. Your biology and her biology. I guess these modern females choose the burns because they want control. It's just we have different programming. It's all it is. If you're gonna go out and get married, hey, know the risks, know the rewards, know the challenge. Even if you have a happy marriage, there's still going to be challenges because of biology. Wow, where are you guys going to play, Scotty? This guy's got a cool band, guys. Does being in our 40 to 50s feel old? It does not feel that way to me. I mean, I still ride and do my thing. I feel like I'm 17. I really do. That's how I try to live. Brad's got 2 tickets to Vag and Dice. Won't you pack your bags and we'll leave tonight? I did a karaoke the other night. I did the Love Boat theme, which I always do. I think Scotty saw me do the Love Boat theme when we went to that one cowboy bar. And I did, I always do Eddie Money, 2 tickets to Paradise. Or every now and again, 38 Special, Hold On Loosely. If you burn your sesame seeds, you'll blame it all on you. There you go. Many boomer men are like this. They have to be married to a woman. Well, most, yeah, absolutely. They can't be alone. My grandfather remarried right 3 weeks after my grandmother died. Then she died, and he didn't get remarried. Want a woman to be dark, tried, and criminal. Oh, have you not laid it down? My sister got involved with a felon out of Alaska. This guy had gambling issues, addict. My sister is a professor at a university, a very well-known university, very attractive woman. Fell for this dark triad criminal. What is wrong with you? Yeah, Eddie Money had good, man. He had a lot of good tunes. Staying active and lifting weights. That's the key right there. That's what I do every day. Walking. If I don't go to the gym or ride or hike, I walk an hour minimum. Walking's easy. It's great for you too. I think God, in my case, will present to you a good lady as a reward for a lot of suffering. Possibly. Hey, if the chick's working out for you, hey, no problem. We got guys in here that Joseph Hoffman, I don't think I've seen him for a little bit, but he's married. A little different, but we got guys that had girlfriends that got broken up, that come back and they realize, you know what, all this stuff is not, they realize that they went through another episode, which I think is a good thing. So then they realize that all the talk that we're talking about and the relationships they had, and they've actually learned something from another relationship that ended the exact same way, and they see it. Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 additional relationships to feel like this. Yeah, I agree with you, but we're over 50. Love exciting and new. Come aboard. We're waiting for you. I love that. People go crazy if they're older. They're like, holy shit, no one ever does the Love Boat theme. It's the greatest crowd pleaser. F that, be yourself. Well said. That's rich. How much for the vag? Come on, take me to the Vagadice. Your sister lives a soap opera life. She shows me exactly what women like. Mystery, darkness, silence. Because they create, remember why women love these dark triad criminal types is because they have a fantasy in their mind. That the loop is still open. It's not closed. The moment you say you like a woman, the loop is closed. There is no other. That's $10 million of advice. The moment you like a girl, show affection, reach out to her. The loop closes. There's no mystery. They want the guy that never texts them. They want the guy that never says she's attractive. They want the guy that pays attention to other girls when they're outside. It's not them. It's not me making it up. It's the truth. That's what they like. The moment you literally become a Richie Cunningham, you lose. It's over. She's done. No mystery. No mystery, no puss. Simple as that. That should be on the bumper sticker. No mystery, no puss. Yeah, I agree with that, Trog. The only thing that actually makes me feel old at 50 is seeing the older people in my family get very old and some pass, and it hits me. Yeah, I mean, when I hit 50, I realized, you know what? Had a great day, hiked the mountain with the gal, a couple friends, but you kind of realize that, man, you hit 50. It's like when your kid is no longer 19 and he's now between 20 and 30, and it's a new chapter. So I think hitting 50 is kind of a new chapter. It's an important chapter. It basically woke me up to say, you know what? I don't want to fuck around anymore. I don't want to deal with bullshit people, bullshit circumstances. I don't have much. Let's just say I'm way past midlife. If you're too nice, they don't think you F well. Well said, Wolf. They love the Dracula type. Well said, Sammy. Black don't crack, right, Mysterio? Just like Troke said. Yeah, Mysterio looks like he's in his 30s. But it's how you live your life. Less stress, work out, sauna, fast, do healthy things. Don't give up. Life will be great. This has been a great stream, guys. I got to do some stuff. We'll see you on the next one. Appreciate your participation. And with that, I'm out. Control your biology.